Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got a foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.
And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Live from Weazel News 14 Studios, this is your Sunday night evening news with your hosts, Scott Davis, Dick Dastly, and Michael Lopez. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. How have our weeks been, gentlemen?
It's very busy.
Fun.
It has been a very fun and busy week. I will definitely agree with you both there. We have a lot to get into this evening for the past week. A lot went down on Tuesday night and on Saturday night, and we look forward to having some fun with everyone over the next half hour of this broadcast to discuss everything. And yep, it's absolutely time to have a good on time here. So, Mr. Michael, would you like to get us started this week?
Yeah, breakdown of what's going on this week. Of course, Tuesday was busy with Toe for most Hayes. A lot of great calls came out of that, where we at times had to do multiple trips. And then just the city was it was a riot. Like, it was very busy. Busy week on the server. Saturday, I was a tad late, but some of the stuff that I saw, I guess there was a wreck on the highway. That it was, a lot of cars were involved and engulfed in the flames and blown up. And there was some guy that destroyed the Bob's Balls over there on. What is that? Postal 224.
222?
Yeah, whatever it is, 222 over there, over in that area. He blew up the bathroom, and I guess Sergeant Lopez had to go help him with that. So, like, there's a lot going on, and a lot of details going into that. So, yeah.
Absolutely. What about you, Mr. Dick? Any highlights from this week?
I do know there was an escaped prisoner that was, caught up in a shootout with law enforcement Saturday night. And it turns out, I believe the escaped prisoner actually had wound up killing a prison guard.
Oh, my goodness.
Local law enforcement was able to stop his post-prison rampage pretty quickly and was able to, we will say neutralize the threat. That's the proper way of saying neutralize the threat.
Yes, we're very glad that they were able to neutralize the threat there, and quite quickly, I may add. I know Sergeant Lopez and Mr. Commissioner Granway was out there, and great aim and job well done by Sergeant Lopez that evening.
I think we might need to get Sergeant Lopez like an employee of the month type thing. He's survived a lot of shootouts and taken down a lot of subjects fairly quickly.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. As of lately, the sheriff's department in general has been handing out some very good police tactics. Also like to we'll leave this for a little bit later. But Carlson this week has done a very nice job. I know he was out on during the week out on Friday and a few different days, and he was definitely showing out some good skills there and showing a game. So we're very appreciative of the work that they do out there, and of all of the law enforcement out there, of course, of course,
So
of
you're
course.
telling me,
That's
that Sergeant Lopez is doing better than Deputy Carlson and not dying?
Uh, but you know what?
I
They're
mean,
both they're both
last
doing
time I
pretty
saw,
well.
Deputy Carson was in a hospital.
Y-
Got shot up, and now
Yeah,
he's actually improving.
he
Man,
is. He is, and
he
I
must have
don't
went to the range over there or something. I don't know.
exactly, and I don't think that he's shot a wall in approximately like 32 hours, which is probably like a record for him at
Well,
this
a
time.
round of
So
applause to Deputy Carson. He ain't
yeah,
shooting walls, and he ain't in the hospital.
yep, I
Keep getting
totally.
better, brother. Keep getting better.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Good to hear everyone on that end. Yeah, but people are doing very good out there. I know we've had a few fires lately, like Mr. Dick said, a fire on the highway, or Mr. Michael said, a fire on the highway. We had last last evening on Saturday. And then we also had a fire on Tuesday at a construction site out in the Mirror Park area was set. I believe they believe it was set by a individual who ended up being on scene. Investigators were still out there looking out to see exactly what had happened. But out in the Mirror Park area, Nicola Place area of the roads there was
well, there was a little more
Euphoria Way.
information on that. A little more information that story guide. Actually, the person on scene was responsible for the graffiti, but she claims she didn't set the fire, and I believe they have traced the fire down to a previous uh, foreman of the current construction crew that was out there.
Ah,
Is who they're thinking who done it, but the subject on scenes was responsible for the graffiti on some of the containers out there on site. Apparently, she was trying to hunt an officer or something for some crazy reason, and she figured that'd be a good idea to post his name on the containers. But
oh.
she found out it kind of got her some trouble later on that night.
Absolutely. Thank you for having that correct information, Dick. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely a crazy scene out there, trying to see who did what and what was happening within that area to find out. I know Rico has been a big subject lately. But he was that officer of interest on that scene with the graffiti. And then I believe his girlfriend and the person responsible for that graffiti, Stacy and Allison, I think her name is.
I
They
think
both
so.
got into a little bit of a cat fight at the end of that evening on Tuesday, and it has been reported that Allison did win by default, but I hear that they may have another uh cat fight in the near future, potentially at the wrestling match scene that our last knockout was at. So we'll have to see what comes from that. Maybe Rico will be refereeing. I don't really know what'll come from that.
I
But
think we could sell tickets from Weazel News for that match.
I do as well. I do as well. Definitely could be a
Well, my
big
money's
the
on
night.
my money's on Miss Rico over here. I mean, over there. I mean,
Yeah.
they do got the baby on the line. So I don't know
Baby on the line. Yes. Yes, definitely got a baby.
who's the next baby daddy for Rico.
Yes. Speaking of, she was actually pulled over last night in a traffic stop, and everything did check out okay, and she was released. But luckily, it did her well by having the captain as her man candy, as she likes to call it, because the commissioner did go easy on her and let her off with a warning, which was very kind by the commissioner in my opinion. I definitely thought that she was gonna get a ticket there, and I think a lot of other people did too. But she did get get let off the hook, which was very nice by the commissioner and the SAHP last evening. Speaking of, we're happy the commissioner is doing okay. He was involved in an NBA last night, as most people saw. His video camera footage did get rolled back, and a it was a local's fault for the accident. Luckily, so the commissioner is doing well and is okay. Mosley's came out and helped fix their cars and take the suspect's car away, and that was handled. But we're definitely glad he is doing well and okay, because that definitely can be scary when that happens. And he wasn't even in a Camaro this time; he was in his Durango. So we'll see what the captain has to say about that. If we're gonna write the commissioner any more paperwork to fill out to be able to drive a little bit. But he is okay and all after that incident, which is always good to hear. Um, what about anything else that we'd like to highlight in our little weekly rundown here? I know the
I think it was a noise complaints up in Mirror Park. Just want to remind all the citizens of Los Santos.
yes,
Parties are okay, but be courteous to your neighbors. Some of them have small kids that like to sleep some nights. Just be courteous
absolutely.
to your neighbors with your loud music and your partying and all your other adult things you may be doing at those parties.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, definitely keep that noise down. Speaking of noise, there was some noise in the Los Santos River out on Tuesday. We had a dirt biker going up and down in the Los Santos River. I believe 101 Keep Listen and they were able to successfully find that person, and I am unaware whether they got a citation or were taken into custody. I believe it was just a citation. But definitely, watch for signs, guys. Don't go places where you shouldn't be on private property and whatnot. Dirt bikes are not meant in the Los Santos River. Pretty obvious. But if you do need that reminder, there is that for you.
Oh, and don't forget, I was listening to the scanner last night, and I heard the coroner. Someone had
Yes.
tried to hijack the coroner or pull him over, rob him. I mean, what you going to get from a coroner? You're just going to get a bunch of cordwood, some dead bodies or some parts of bodies. I don't
Yeah.
think know what he was trying to get from the coroner.
It was, I believe, I was also listening to that last night, and I believe it was from a minor traffic infraction or related. I know the coroner's van was cut off by this said person, and there may have been a fender bender. I'm not really sure if there was any physical contact between the vehicles, but it was a road event that kind of led to what went on. But we are very happy that our coroner is doing well and is okay. Definitely a scary time for him, but I know that he carried on to his call, and LEO 101 is or excuse me 401 was able to, I believe that they were able to successfully find that person. And to my knowledge, unfortunately, that person was transported by EMS, but I believe that they may have lost their life within surgery, but that is still to be determined. I'm still waiting to hear back from the SHP about what happened there. But we haven't heard anything since, which makes me think that there potentially was a loss of life. Hopefully not, but as you know, as I just said, we have to wait for a little bit more information on that.
That's right.
Definitely, definitely. a lot of assaults lately. There was an assault in Mirror Park. Somebody was urinating in public. Overall, not a good idea, especially even in Los Santos, but especially in the Mirror Park area. And I know there was an assault that happened out there. Not sure if it was a result of or in addition of, but there might have been maybe what some alcohol was involved. I am not completely sure of the exact information, but there was an assault on a male, and unfortunately, there was loss of life in that instance. So we do wish that male's family our dearest condolence, and if you are having a moment where you're unsafe or the people around you are unsafe, don't get mad at people. There are plenty of people that help with anger management, overall, like, call 911 if you are having any troubles with anything, and somebody will be out to help you and serve you. But going off of that, at 411 in the city at a gas station, there was another assault, a group attack. Unsure of what went from there, but I know a few people did get taken into custody, and everyone was okay coming out of that situation, which is good to hear. The weather this week in Los Santos, and gentlemen, feel free to cut me off at any time if I'm talking too much.
Go ahead.
And
You're doing a great job, Sky. Go ahead.
thank you, Mr. Nick.
Awesome job. Awesome.
Thank you, Michael.
Absolutely
Thank
awesome.
you. The weather in Los Santos will be cloudy with a kiss of meatballs. I
Meat? Did
thought
you say meatballs?
cloudy with a kiss of meatballs. They're
Hold on, what?
coming.
I thought that was I thought that was a movie. I didn't know it
It
was
is.
playing a movie.
It
I didn't
is.
know it was playing a movie. I thought I don't know. I don't know,
They're
guys.
coming out with a third one, guys. They're coming out with a third one. So
So
cloudy
is
with
it
a
based off Los Santos?
You know what? Maybe. But I heard the news on the radio this morning, and I thought I'd make a joke, and it didn't get as much pop as I thought it would, but that is okay. So the weather is cloudy with a chance of meatballs, because the third one is coming, but it will also be scattered in sunshine, so look out for that, especially if you're on Cayo Perico. It'll be lovely, lovely weather. For that. So definitely check out that. Hey, maybe there'll be a premiere of that movie at Pizza This, since meatballs are Italian and that's an Italian restaurant. So we'll have to wait and see if that'll be in our near future.
Maybe
You
so.
never
We'll
know.
have to sit back and watch and wait to find out.
Yes, absolutely,
Well, I
absolutely.
mean, I know it did rain, cats and dogs today. So I mean, come on now, what could be worse? Meatballs flying from the sky. Hey,
Hey, it could be worse. I mean, meatballs better than, ice cream, because then, it gets in your hair and whatnot, but I guess meatballs in your hair isn't any better. But I mean,
I
I'm
hey,
not gonna
mean,
ask what you do with
what could be
meatballs, but
worse?
okay.
Meatballs and sauce and noodles and all that flying from the sky. I mean, come on now.
we'll have to ask Woodlake Flint to for more information on that one, and hopefully we'll see him in a theater
Let's
near you soon.
what is our genius, meteorologist with the meatballs, are they size of hail, hail, or are they
Yeah,
size of golf balls, or what kind of hails what
and
kind of
what
meatballs are coming down?
and what kind of meatballs are they? Swedish or are
Right,
they
exactly.
Italian?
Who cares? They're meatballs. There's-
Exactly. All right, getting into a few more things. What kind of music have you been listening to lately? What kind of music?
actually this week I haven't even listened to anything. This week's been so busy for me. I haven't even had time to listen to any music. So I don't have anything for music, but yeah.
No worries, no worries. Anything that you have that come listening to anything lately?
Just most. I've been listening to the Mirror Park station up there out of Mirror Park. They play some pretty decent music. Just some great relaxation after you've had
Yes,
these long weeks of hanging out in Los Santos, being shot at, car wrecks. All the usual. It's a great way to de-stress and unwind.
absolutely, absolutely. I do have to agree. I do have to agree. I've been listening to a lot of movie theme songs lately. Been listening to Footloose, a lot of oldies, a lot of different theme songs from from movies. I've been listening to some of the Fast and Furious soundtracks, which are always good to listen, or furious and fast, whatever it's called here in Los Santos nowadays. But definitely listening to a lot of movie soundtracks. And I've heard they came out with a new gun top, which was gonna be out in theaters, or is out in theaters, and have heard good reviews so far. So definitely go check that out if you are in the area, because I think that it'll probably absolutely be worth your time and money. Man, this inflation has been going up, so I don't know how much those tickets are gonna be. But hey, maybe they'll be worth it.
I
Maybe
mean,
they'll
the
be
tickets
worth
can't
it.
be no worse than the snacks you get at the theaters down there. So, who knows? Sneaky on
Absolutely.
snacks in.
Did you hear that movie queues are going up by 50 cents in the vending machines? Like,
I haven't
come
heard
on,
that.
man. Like, they're only in limited places in the city now, and now they're going up by 50 cents. Ridiculous.
Chief Wilson ain't gonna be happy about that.
I know, and Chief Wilson loves them movie queues. So do I, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. uh, but yes, they are going up. People of the week, I think we kind of already covered that a little bit, but I'd like to acknowledge Deputy Carlson and Sergeant Lopez this week for their great police tactics and teamwork out there. Anyone else have anyone that they'd like to recognize this week?
No, I can't agree more. Deputy Carlson, since he hasn't shot walls in forever, and
Mhm.
he's actually staying alive out there. Um, you know, he's my you know superhero of the week. So keep it up, big guy.
Superhero, wow.
Whoa, that's big
Pulling
words
out
coming
all the
out of it.
stops here.
I mean,
Ah,
technically, my brother does work for him, so I gotta
Good
kind of give
point.
him props somewhere down the line.
Good point, good point. What about you, Mr. Dick?
I just want to turn around and recognize our farmers, in the city and out and at large, because without the
Absolutely.
farmers, we wouldn't have food on our table. We wouldn't have that steak. We wouldn't have the meatballs falling from the sky because it's got to come from somewhere.
Absolutely. Hey, speaking of farmers, did you hear about what a farmer did on the Del Perro Freeway the other day, Dick?
I sure did. I heard he was trying to turn around in the middle of the interstate and he had traffic backed up for a pretty good distance, and it wound up they had to get two excuse me, highway patrol officers to give him an escort.
Yeah,
Quite
I heard that he
crazy.
pissed off a couple. I heard that he pissed off a couple uh, civilians, and one of them got out of their vehicles
Oh
and
boy.
wanted to fight them. From what I understand, I don't know all the details, but yeah, man, who that farmer was. Just make sure you follow
Yes.
directions, and please do not drive your dang on tractor on a dang on highway.
I
Okay,
know
it's
that's
not where
right.
it belongs.
He may not have been from the city. He know how they are with Sandy Shores and Grapeseed area. They are all kind of slow talking
Mhm.
and slow walking folks. They're not the brightest in the bunch, but
Yes.
they do feed our city fairly decently every now and then.
Absolutely. Hey, those burgers at the where did I have a burger the other day? At
The
but
hot shot up there, I think.
yeah, wow, I had a burger at Burger Shot. Who would have thought? But yes, out at Burger Shot the other day, it was pretty good quality. Even though I don't really trust the inside there. I always get takeout from there. But they
Well, you
do
know what they
have
say
good
about
burgers though.
hamburgers, just kind of like hot dogs. Once you
Yep.
see them being made, you probably don't want to ever eat them again.
Right. So I try not to look. I try to just get my food and run. I get my food and I run. Speaking of running, look at me with all these good transitions tonight.
Look at that, hitting that
Um,
lead way.
Man, she's on a roll.
speaking of rolling, the SWAT rolled into a motel out in West Los Santos last evening. They got reports I'm hearing a female with large heavy weapons and some ammunition in her possession. And upon arrival, there was a woman playing video games out on her TV. There was no weapons in the room. However, there were some found outside. And upon review, I'm hearing from the SWAT team and Commissioner Granley, who was out there last evening, the person did get set up by some individuals in some ski masks and wearing and driving a black Audi. That black Audi was definitely absolutely recovered by the SWAT team, but they are still looking for the suspects. Um, they saw two on camera, unknown how many there exactly were. But if you are in the area and you see anyone with a Yankton plate or anything of suspicion, please let local law enforcement know, as it could be connected to an ongoing case by the SHP and the SWAT division of Los Santos. Definitely a crazy call. I mean, that's that's no joke, no joke. I mean, especially if they could have gone in hot and heavy, and I think they did go in hot and heavy. And luckily they were able to get to the bottom of things before anything went south. But that's definitely a very dangerous situation.
Luckily, no one was shot in that.
Absolutely. Yeah, could have gone downhill very very quickly, and we're happy that it did not. Absolutely. Absolutely. Going into a few different things. Is there any businesses that we'd like to shout out this week?
Um, I would like to shout out the new bowling. Yeah, Bob
Those
bowling
balls.
alley over there. Yeah, Bob Balls. I can think of the name. Sorry. Um, it is now owned. It is ownable by I think his name is Tyler Anderson from the Reapers. He owns it. There is you can bowl, um, but
Very
what I
cool.
heard from you can bowl, but what I heard from the city that the bowling script right now is under development. Uh, so there could be an update coming for that soon to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the restaurant is starting to get stocked up, but there are some foods and purchases you can make, but it's not fully stocked up yet. So just be patient with the owner over there. He's trying very hard to get it stocked up, right, to go for everybody.
Very
But
cool.
come down there, enjoy it, and bowl. Free games on the owner, and if you do bowl, please buy food and drinks from the bar when it's available.
Very, very cool. Congratulations to the new owner and to everyone at Bob's Balls. Heard it was quite the scene last night out there with Mr. Eugene.
Yeah, I heard. There's quite a few people out there. Last night last night there was a handful of people that came out and bowled. So thanks to everybody that
Awesome.
came out and checked it out. Hopefully in the future this can be be a lot more busier and have all the lanes open and everybody can be bowling. So
Absolutely, absolutely. We definitely look forward. How about you, Dick? Anyone that you'd like to shout out, especially for businesses?
Business. I know Mike over here highlighted the bowling alley. I was
Mm-hmm.
going to just remind about the cyber cafe we have here in the city.
Yes.
Yes, we doesn't get a lot of exposure, but Cyber Cafe has awesome pool tables and video games and other odds and ends for your non-bowling experiences you'd like
Mm-hmm.
to do. So check out Cyber Cafe over there also.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one person that I would like to have as our person of the week and a shout out, if you will, is Megan D Gaming, one of our newest members, been a member of the Kuffs community for a while and is officially able to touch down in Los Angeles and be a part of the community. So we welcome her with open arms. She's been a family member for quite a while, so we're glad to have her officially join everything and be a part of it because she is
Yes,
incredible.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. And a big shout out to everybody. I know last night and even today,
Mm-hmm.
myself and Craig and uh, people from last night were just showing her J-Pox, just showing her around the server. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you to all the community members
Yes.
that made her feel welcome,
Mm-hmm.
and that will continue to make her feel welcome. And uh,
Yes.
she is getting herself around the city. She does own a semi now. She's owns a house
Wow.
now. She's got a vehicle. So she's
Wow.
got a good life over there. So she's trucking along as a new person, and so let's make her feel welcome, and let's continue to support our new incoming players when they join.
Yes, yes, yes. I see what you did there, Michael. She bought a semi and she's trucking along.
Darn right, Leslie, he done it. How about that?
Hey, I had to go with the flow there. I had to go together.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. I'm very happy to have her. And speaking of that, our what was I just gonna say? Our application, as you can see, they are open, so definitely go and check it out in the community Discord, out in the description there, at cuffsgaming.com because it is open for civilian applications. And like the rest of the community would not be here without Sims, and vice versa. So definitely, if you are interested in joining our community, definitely go hit the link over there. 16 plus. You have to be a civilian first, as I said. So definitely go check it out. Great, great community, and there's a lot of good opportunities within the server. Am I
Like I mentioned
missing
before, this
anything?
is yeah, like I mentioned before, this is probably one of the best damn communities out there.
Yes.
So, um, you know, from Monday, from
Mhm.
Tuesdays to Saturdays, and you know
Yeah.
the occasional Friday nights
Yeah.
or during whatever week or whatever when we do stuff. Like I said, I've been here a year already, and it doesn't even feel like a year. And so, thank you to everybody that's made me feel welcome and a part of this, part of the family, and from my everybody in the server.
Mhm.
That's from I mean, there's so many names on the server that's made me feel important. So thank you to everybody on this. Uh, you know,
Absolutely.
the Cuss family it means a lot to me.
And I would like to give a special shout out to Onyx, obviously the rest of the other admins too. But I know lately Onyx has dealt with a lot from. I don't think everyone realizes how much that man does, from Cuffs Customs to all the new stuff that you see in server, Bob's Balls to the pizza shop that got entered, the new scripts for Fire, the new scripts being able to do post op, like new stuff for being able to do the garbage gun, the stuff that's able to do, being able to, join the server, being able to do so many things, all falls on that man's shoulders. So we do appreciate Onyx very, very much, Rocket City Gamers, and he will be hosting the official Cuffs stream Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go show him some love, y'all. On of course, on every evening, but especially that evening, to say our thank yous. Because the work that he's doing lately and just overall, it can be overwhelming, and I know that definitely has a toll. But who, he doesn't, doesn't whine about it, doesn't say anything about it. He just is, a working, I don't want to say machine because that sounds bad, but he's a working machine all the time for other people's in the community. So if we could get a hashtag Onyx in the chat, I would appreciate it. But definitely just overall, good person and helps this server move, as well as Booner, Rye, and Ace,
Yeah,
all out
Yeah, because
here
he
I
making.
full
guarantee, I
time
agree
job
with
in
that.
script. Yes.
Yeah, Sorry, go ahead.
Absolutely.
It's okay, 'cause we all know Onyx has a full-time job, and he still makes time to work on this
Mhm.
wonderful server for us to all enjoy.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I want to say is, I always tease him calling Onyx Claws, but you know, I got a challenge for every viewer watching and people that know on and that go to Onyx's stream. I challenge you for on Tuesday to give this guy at least 1,000 likes or more on Tuesday. Let's show this guy what
Yes.
what a family really is.
Yes.
So
All
if you're
right,
watching the
guys.
stream,
You
if you're
heard
watching the
it.
stream,
Go make
a thousand likes.
go make 1,000 YouTube count accounts. You heard it. You heard him. Everyone is challenged to do
Thousand YouTube counts.
1,000
That's a little too good, guys, but okay.
Hey, you said I have a challenge for everyone. So
Huh?
everyone individually
Well,
go make that account.
one per person, not the same account. If you got an account and you haven't subscribed to Onyx, come out Tuesday and subscribe to him. Like his let's like his
Yes.
stream up and let's give him I challenge you to give him 1,000. Everybody. If you like that stream, give it 1,000. I want at least get over 1,000 likes.
That would be
He deserves
damn.
it, and like I said,
Yes.
I got in my ear. He's wore out.
Yeah.
He's put a lot of time and effort into the server to make it legit for everybody and to make it fun, and that it
Absolutely.
is. So
Mhm.
I want to he deserves some much needed vacation from the server and from server work, and yet he still works and
He
does everything he
he
does
he
even on
puts up
vacation.
he puts up with all 30 of us, and I don't know how.
I, I, I
Well, some of
see.
us he puts up with 3 different times a
I don't,
month.
I don't think he needs a vacation from the server. I think he needs a vacation from us.
Yeah. Well, it's like I just got mentioned in my ear that he wants to bring Cuffs. I just got learned in my ear that he wants to bring Cuffs
Yeah.
back, Cuffs TV. It's like,
Yeah.
without the
Which
community, we
which I say yes. I
right.
say
You got
yes.
my vote.
Yes.
But without the community, this won't be happening. This won't happen. So let's bring back Cuffs TV. Let's bring back this community. Let's all come together and let's all help. Everybody support. All the Cuffs community support each other,
Yes.
and let's make this happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How fitting. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, transferring to the sports,
Now
before we get off
transitioning to
key,
sports. Yeah.
WWE
Yeah, so WWE
yeah
tonight
is
in
is tonight.
is tonight with they have on their I was gonna try to make something for Peacock, but that just wouldn't sound wrong.
I mean, you could say never mind. I won't go. I was gonna say, but I mean, you could change it. Come on now. I mean, come on. It could be on Weasel's pay-per-view
Yeah,
channel. You haven't seen
yeah,
that one.
yes. Weazel Paint Review channel. Yes. Hell in a Cell is tonight, or Cell in a Hell, whatever you want to call it. That is tonight, so go check that out. And then the triathlon. All the promoters have been saying the wrong date. Which good job to Ember Rose for that. So it will not be June 25th because that is a Saturday, but on that Friday, June 24th, we will have a triathlon and many
So
other.
so so Ember Rose really messed that up. She
Yes,
put
she
run.
did.
She put run bike run, and then she put it for June 25th, with the Saturday. Man, I think we need to fire our writers and hire somebody else. Goodness, Amber, get with the
I
program.
I think you're right. I think you're right. No, but so like June 24th, 8:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely go and look for more information on that. It'll be coming up, and a lot more of other events that'll be coming up throughout the summer. But it's been a lot of fun tonight, guys. Do we have anything else that we would like to add?
No, not that I can think of. I think we just had too much fun tonight, and I think we covered everything I can think of.
Yes. What about you, Mr. Nick?
I am good, Miss Sky Mike. I think we've covered a whole lot that went on, even more than what we can remember when we started this newscast. We just kept on everything, kept jogging more and more stuff. So yeah, I think we got a lot of stuff covered tonight.
Definitely, definitely. Absolutely, absolutely. But yes, that is gonna do it for us tonight, guys. We hope that you enjoyed. We thank you so much for watching. For myself, Sky Davis, Dick Dastardly, and Michael Lopez Jr. We appreciate you being here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Help Channel 13 Weazel News to get on to you know, we're grinding to get up to that 700 mark and beyond, and I wouldn't be able to do this channel and whatnot without these two gentlemen next to me and having the support from all of you. So if you are not already and interested, definitely hit all those buttons, hit those notifications so you know when Weazel News is live, and we will see you all on the next one. Have a great night, and good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Be safe.
Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel News. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel News. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got a foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on the Rash Report, or Casper going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel. My boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got a foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on the Rash Report, or Casper going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.